Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today I have another pick a card reading for you. The question that we're going to be asking is, what does my inner teenager want me to know? So I want you to go ahead and take a deep breath in and out. Ground and center yourself. Choose the pile that you feel the most intuitively drawn to. This is pile 1, 2, and 3, and let's get started. For those of you that felt drawn to pile number 1, we have the Essence card here, and it says, in my essence, I am joy. I feel like your inner teenager is wanting to acknowledge that there is a certain essence about you that was punished or discouraged, and they're wanting you to return to that. There was maybe, I'm feeling like you were very like giddy, happy, joyful teenager, and for some reason that was extinguished or discouraged, or you just felt like you couldn't have these big, happy, joyful feelings, or you couldn't express those. And so your inner teenager is encouraging you to allow yourself to express that part of you now, to express that joyful side of you. I'm going to shuffle some cards in another deck. I just want to get some more information. We have the Badger Spirit. It says, be fearless and bold. And we have the Giraffe, and it says, see the big picture. I feel like you had big ideas, or you were just like a big personality. I'm getting sort of, I want to say like theater kid vibes. Like you were just very big and bold and in your face. And for some reason, people were uncomfortable with that, or they didn't appreciate that. They didn't like that. That was definitely discouraged. And it's unfortunate because it caused you to feel like you needed to dim your light. And you don't need to do that anymore. And your inner teenager is wanting you to return to that theatrical, dramatic, big personality that you were. This also might be an encouragement to return to theater. Like, why am I feeling theater? I'm feeling like you really loved like performing or doing some sort of creative performance, theater, something like that. Yeah, childhood. We have childhood, innocence. That's sort of the approach that you took. And I feel like somebody came along and said to you, that's silly, that's ridiculous, don't focus your time and attention and energy on that. It's not going to bring you success. You're not going to go anywhere with that. I'm really feeling that. It's almost like you were really into theater or performance or the arts, and you really wanted to pursue that, and someone said, that's ridiculous, you're never going to experience any success in that. And you just felt like whatever came easily and naturally for you was just completely discouraged, and you're being given an opportunity to revive, is what I'm hearing, revive that aspect of yourself, to allow yourself to express that. And it could be just for fun, you know, you might decide to join a theater or join some sort of like drama class, some sort of group where you can express this aspect of yourself. And it doesn't have to be something that you do like every day, but it's just something that needs to be tapped into. I want to find out why it's so important for you to tap into this right now, or what will come of tapping back into this. It's just going to be healing. It's just going to be healing for you to allow yourself to do what you weren't allowed to do when you had someone telling you not to. Yeah, it's almost like if you allow yourself to explore this part of yourself, there's not even, it's like you need to do it just to do it, just to get it out of your system. Because like, do it for your inner teenager, do it for your inner child. it might lead you on a path to discovering some sort of new passion, is what I'm really feeling. It's almost like going on this example of theater or drama. It's like you go to a drama class or you join a theater group and you meet someone who introduces you to your next sort of passion project or gets you a job at a new company, and you experience a lot of fulfillment and satisfaction through that. And so it's sort of like this thing is a breadcrumb that's going to lead you to more joy, passion, fulfillment, excitement, these big, bold, happy feelings that you used to feel. It's like, follow that, because that's going to lead you to your joy, and it might lead you to something different, but it's going to have that same joyful energy. I feel like I want to get some more. Any more guidance, any more information for pile number 1? Yeah, you need to do this for you. You need to do something that's just for you, something that's gratifying for you, something it's like, it's okay to be selfish. Maybe you were told that you were being selfish by wanting to pursue this, and you know, you chose the more traditional path because you felt like it was selfish to blaze your own trail, and there's a need for you to know that it's okay. Know that, I'm also hearing like you can exist within institutions and still bring, you know what this is giving me? This is feeling like, now this might not resonate for everyone. This is feeling like you might have, when you were a teenager, come out to your parents or your family or your friends, you know, about your sexuality, your gender, something like that. You came out and you were shamed for that. You were told that, you know, you won't be accepted in this family, or you were afraid that you wouldn't be accepted in some sort of group or institution. This could be like school, this could be church, this could be even the institution of marriage. Perhaps you thought that you wouldn't be welcome or allowed to get married. Maybe you're still not, depending on where you live. And so your inner teenager is really just acknowledging this and saying that I'm hesitant to say this because I want everyone, if this resonates, to be safe. And so, you know, monitor the situation, make sure that you're putting your safety as a priority. But I'm hearing it's safe to come out now. If this isn't relating to gender or sexuality, it's just a part of you is safe to come out now. And it's safe to express yourself. It's safe to participate in these institutions and to shine your own bright, unique light. You don't have to conform. You don't have to fit in. It's like you don't have to conform in order to be accepted by these institutions. Very interesting. This is big energy. It might really help you to find a mentor, someone who exists in this community or group who can sort of help you in navigating this, in feeling safe to come out and express yourself. And again, when I say come out, it can be related to gender, sexuality. It can also be related to just your true authentic self coming out and being expressed. You know, maybe finding someone who experienced the same thing and they are now living in their true authentic expression, and they can sort of guide you on that path. yeah, wow. I hope that this reading resonates and was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. For those of you that felt drawn to pile number 2, we have the emerging card here, and it says, I am emerging into the light with joy and ease. This is feeling sort of similar to the first pile, where there's a need for you to allow a certain aspect of yourself to emerge. So let me see, what am I feeling? Again, there was this discouragement of expressing a certain aspect of yourself when you were a teenager, and now it's safe to do so. We have the Faith card. I feel like you as a teenager maybe just had a lot of faith in things working out, and someone told you that that was not good. Yeah, you had a lot of faith and courage that things would just always work out, that you could take courageous action and it would just work out. You just had this like natural, unwavering faith, and for some reason that was shaken. Let me see, I'm trying to feel what deck I want to pull from to get some more information. I'm really feeling drawn to this courage. I feel like you naturally take steps in life that don't feel that big of a deal, and people are like, wow, that was so courageous, that was so brave, how did you do that? And you're like, I'm just being me, this is just my true, authentic, this is what I do. And then you started to think, oh, am I being ridiculous? Am I being too bold? And it's like, no, don't live smaller just because other people are uncomfortable with it. This is an acknowledgement of how important it is to just live in your truth, in your authentic nature. You have great instincts. You're naturally, you draw in experiences that are so beautiful. Okay, when you live in your truth, things just work out. You have great instincts. Things are just easy. It's like you take a step and the step appears underneath your foot as you're taking the step. It's like things just magically, naturally work out for you. And I feel as though you were somehow made to feel guilty about this. Like maybe people were like, life is not this easy, or things don't always work out this way, or you don't have to work hard for anything. And someone tried to tell you that it was bad to not have to work hard. Yeah, we have the Sandpiper spirit here. We have be playful, time to collaborate, be peace. I feel like you are just a literal earth angel. I feel like you are so connected to the divine. You are so, it's like, again, this playful, light, joyful, peaceful energy. And you're just so in collaboration with the universe. You're so able to easily co-create with the universe, and someone shamed you for that. Someone told you that you had to work harder, and you're like, no, I don't. Life does not have to be hard. Life does not have to be full of struggle. I feel like you came from a family who struggled a lot, or who told you that you needed to struggle. And you just did not accept that. You were like, that's not how it works for me. I don't care if that's how you've always done it. I'm not doing it that way. I feel like this is just confirmation, to be honest. I feel like maybe you've recently lost this aspect of yourself, and maybe it's time to tap back into this of like, you're living with an open heart, open mind. Everything's working out. Yeah, it's just this, like, you're living really from your heart chakra, or you're being encouraged to. Because when you live with an open heart, things just work out so beautifully for you. So much like soft, gentle, loving energy here. We have the Ace of Summer, we have the King of Summer, and then at the bottom of the deck we have the Six of Summer. Joyful, light, playful energy. You just attract love wherever you go because you live with an open heart. Okay, the one thing I will say is that there are people who are likely very jealous of this aspect of you, of this ability that you have to just live with an open heart. There just might be this need for you to really protect yourself from people who are jealous or envious of your ability to live with an open heart. And you're really being encouraged to not close your heart, not close yourself off, not stop living from this place of open-hearted love and vulnerability, but to protect yourself from those who wish you anything but the best. So I'm picking up on, you know, this need to, you know, if people project their triggers, or because you trigger people, this living with an open heart and love and vulnerability, it's shocking to you because you're like, I'm just bringing love, I'm just bringing peace and love, but people are so triggered by that. And so you might find that people, you experience a lot of like energetic attack or psychic attack or just like negativity, people trying to attack you with their negativity, and you just have to return to sender, or, you know, wish them well and move on and take your love and open heart into spaces and places where it's valued and appreciated, and cut ties with anyone who can't accept that you want to live from this place, and to just know that that's their issue, and that is none of your business whatsoever. How they want to live, if they don't want to live with an open heart, that's none of your business, but they cannot tell you that you need to, I'm hearing like grow up, like someone is telling you like grow up, like your view of the world is ridiculous or illogical, and it works for you, and you know, just keep doing what works for you. I hope that this reading resonates and was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. For those of you that felt drawn to pile number 3, your inner teenager wants you to know that there's healing coming to you. I'm feeling drawn to the sacral chakra. So there might have been some trauma associated with your creativity, your self-expression. There might have been some sexual trauma that I'm picking up on. There's healing surrounding this, healing coming to you. We have the energy card. It says healing energy and immense vitality flow through me easily and effortlessly. This I want to mention just because the nature of this might require some very deep healing that might require a therapist. I just want to put that out there in case that's something that you feel like you need. But your inner teenager wants you to know that whoever suppressed this aspect of you, this like creativity, self-expression, they did so in order to benefit their ego. This could be like a father figure. It's been very hurtful. I feel they feel guilty about this, but they did not know any better, because this is like a family ancestral karma thing. Like they were repressed in this way, and so then they did that to you because that was all they knew and that was all they experienced. And I feel like you've been able to separate yourself from your family, or to get away from these karmic ties, and You might have had to cut your family out, or cut members of your family out of your life, cut contact, and there's a sense of trying to make you feel guilty for that, and it's like you needed that. What else? I'm just feeling a lot of shame, to be honest. Like you were shamed. There's a lot of shame. Like I'm feeling like you were shamed for just who you were. Your essence was somehow, it's like you might have been criticized a lot as a teenager, and it caused you to feel like there was something inherently wrong with you, that you lacked self-worth or self-value. And it's like you maybe, no matter what you did, you might have sought out someone to just tell you that you were worthy and valuable, and it didn't matter what you did, you never got that. And so you left. You walked away. You needed to separate yourself from the people who made you feel like you weren't good enough. Yeah, there's some sort of childhood trauma here. This is quite deep. You may benefit from some sacral chakra healing work, listening to healing music, movement. Like I'm feeling like doing something that expresses yourself. That could be like dancing, interpretive dancing, expressing yourself. You might find a lot of healing in writing. Just writing your truth, writing what happened to you, speaking about what happened to you, speaking about your experiences, communicating with, there's a need to communicate. So this could be, again, communicating with a therapist, something that happened to you, or expressing yourself in some sort of way. This could be anonymously too, if that's what feels good to you. There's different healing modalities and methods available to you. It's like you will find healing from dancing, writing, expressing, just knowing that whatever happened to you was not your fault, and there was nothing you could have done. There was nothing you could have done more to prove your worth and your value, and it's not going to benefit you to think that there's anything you could have done. And you're not inherently wrong or unworthy. These issues were just, it wasn't you. It's like I'm hearing like it's not you, it's me kind of thing. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 5s here. So the number 5 might be significant for you. Significant change is happening. Yeah, you've had to overcome a lot. And I'm sort of picking up on, like, you know how sometimes people will say, well, your trauma, your experiences, they made you stronger. And that, you're like, no, it didn't. It didn't. It just hurt. It just hurt. It just traumatized me. It didn't make me stronger. However, I have overcome it. I am overcoming it. I feel like your inner teenager is recognizing this and acknowledging this and is very proud of you for this, for overcoming it in whatever way you needed to, whether that was self-healing, whether that was seeking therapy, whether that was moving away from these people who made you feel unworthy no matter what you did. They're recognizing and acknowledging that whatever you did is what you needed to do. You were doing the best you could with all of the information that you had. And now it's time for you. It's like you've broken this cycle. Again, it's like it's feeling like family, a cycle of abuse that's passed down through the generations. And you walked away. You said, no, this stops here. This stops with me. And your inner teenager is just really, really wanting you to acknowledge this and recognize this and commend you for this, and to just know that you're now able to forge your own path, create your own destiny. And we have 2 14s here, which might be significant for you. We have act as if, chameleon spirit, and we have dolphin spirit. This and that are true. You know what I'm really feeling with this card is you need to know that 2 things can be true. So it can be true that you experienced trauma and that it doesn't define you, that you went through something very hard and difficult, that you experienced a lot of pain, and that you've also experienced a lot of healing. It's like there's a need for you to recognize and acknowledge that 2 truths can coexist, that this can be difficult, that it didn't make you stronger, but yet somehow you are stronger now. And those things are mutually exclusive, I'm hearing. It can be true that whoever made you feel unworthy, even though you, like, there's this aspect of like, I love you and I forgive you, but I can't have you in my life, or I can't be around you. But that doesn't mean that I don't love you. You hurt me and I forgive you, but I don't need you in my life, or I'm allowed to choose to not have you back in my life. We have the playfulness card here. My joy is the greatest gift that I give to others. There's a need for you to play, to experience pleasure, and playfulness, to reclaim your sacral chakra, to reclaim your joy, your pleasure, your life force energy. And then we have miracles at the bottom of the deck. My life is a miracle. So your inner child, or sorry, your inner teenager, perhaps also your inner child, is again just recognizing and acknowledging that you overcame the odds and they are congratulating you. And that now it's time to forge your own path, to experience all of the things that you dream of. You're worthy and deserving of experiencing your dreams coming true. So I hope that this reading resonated and was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.